The Growth Mindset: Turning Challenges into Opportunities. Written and published by MSE Boost. Chapter 1. The Power of Perspective. A growth mindset is a transformative way of approaching life's challenges and opportunities. It is a belief that our abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed and enhanced through dedication and hard work. This mindset stands in stark contrast to a fixed mindset, which assumes that our qualities are static and unchangeable. By embracing a growth mindset, we unlock our potential for personal and professional growth, enabling us to turn obstacles into stepping stones toward success. The lens through which we view the world has a profound impact on our experiences and outcomes. When faced with a challenge, those with a fixed mindset may feel discouraged or helpless, believing that their current skills and knowledge are insufficient to overcome the hurdle. They may avoid taking risks or trying new things, fearing failure and the judgment of others. In contrast, individuals with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to learn, grow, and expand their capabilities. They approach difficulties with curiosity and a willingness to experiment, knowing that setbacks are a natural part of the learning process. Adopting a growth mindset requires a shift in our internal dialogue. Instead of saying, "I'm not good at this," a person with a growth mindset might say, "I'm not good at this yet, but I can improve with practice." This subtle change in language reflects a significant shift in perspective, emphasizing the potential for growth and development. By reframing our thoughts and beliefs, we can cultivate a more resilient and adaptable mindset that allows us to thrive in the face of adversity. Research has shown that our mindset can have a significant impact on our performance and achievements. In a landmark study by psychologist Carol Dweck, students who were taught about the growth mindset showed increased motivation and better academic performance compared to those who held a fixed mindset. This highlights the power of belief in shaping our actions and outcomes. When we believe that we can improve and grow, we are more likely to put in the effort required to achieve our goals. Embracing a growth mindset also involves recognizing the value of failure and setbacks. Rather than seeing failure as a reflection of our inherent abilities or worth, we can view it as a valuable learning experience. Each setback provides an opportunity to reassess our strategies, identify areas for improvement, and develop new skills. By reframing failure as feedback, we can cultivate a more resilient and persistent approach to challenges, bouncing back from disappointments with renewed determination. Cultivating a growth mindset is not always easy, especially if we have been conditioned to believe in the fixed nature of our abilities. It requires a conscious effort to challenge our limiting beliefs and embrace a more expansive view of our potential. However, the benefits of adopting a growth mindset are well worth the effort. By viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities and unlock our capacity for personal and professional transformation. To begin developing a growth mindset, start by paying attention to your internal dialogue and the way you respond to challenges. When you catch yourself engaging in fixed mindset thinking, gently redirect your thoughts toward a more growth-oriented perspective. Celebrate your efforts and progress, rather than fixating solely on outcomes. Surround yourself with people who embody a growth mindset and seek out opportunities to learn and grow, even if it means stepping outside your comfort zone. The power of perspective cannot be overstated. By adopting a growth mindset, we give ourselves permission to dream big, take risks, and pursue our goals with passion and perseverance. We recognize that our potential is not fixed, but rather a product of our efforts and dedication. With a growth mindset, we can transform challenges into opportunities, turning every obstacle into a chance to learn, grow, and become the best version of ourselves. Chapter 2. Embracing failure as feedback. Failure is an inevitable part of the human experience, yet it is often viewed as something to be avoided at all costs. In a society that celebrates success and achievement, the fear of failure can be paralyzing, preventing us from taking risks and pursuing our dreams. However, when we embrace a growth mindset, we begin to see failure in a new light, not as a permanent defeat, but as a valuable source of feedback and an opportunity for growth. Reframing failure as a learning opportunity is a key aspect of the growth mindset. When we encounter setbacks or obstacles, it is easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism and negative self-talk. We may tell ourselves that we are not good enough, that we will never succeed, or that we should give up altogether. These thoughts stem from a fixed mindset, which views failure as a reflection of our inherent abilities and worth. In contrast, a growth mindset recognizes that failure is not a permanent state, but rather a temporary setback on the path to success. When we experience failure, we have the opportunity to analyze what went wrong, identify areas for improvement, and develop new strategies for moving forward. By viewing failure as feedback, we can approach challenges with curiosity and a willingness to learn, rather than fear and avoidance. One effective strategy for bouncing back from setbacks is to practice self-compassion. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, rather than harsh self-criticism. When we experience failure, it is easy to fall into the trap of negative self-talk and self-blame. However, by practicing self-compassion, we can acknowledge our mistakes and shortcomings without letting them define us. Self-compassion involves recognizing that failure is a natural part of the human experience, and that everyone makes mistakes. It means speaking to ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a good friend who is struggling. By practicing self-compassion, we can cultivate a more resilient and adaptable mindset that allows us to bounce back from setbacks with greater ease. Another key aspect of embracing failure as feedback is the willingness to take risks and step outside our comfort zone. When we are afraid of failure, we may avoid trying new things or taking on challenges that push us beyond our current abilities. However, it is precisely these challenges that offer the greatest opportunities for growth and development. By embracing a growth mindset, we can approach new experiences with a sense of curiosity and excitement, rather than fear and trepidation. We can view each challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow, even if we don't succeed right away. By taking risks and stepping outside our comfort zone, we expand our capabilities and develop new skills that can serve us well in all areas of life. Of course, embracing failure as feedback does not mean that we should seek out failure or celebrate our mistakes. Rather, it means recognizing that failure is an inevitable part of the learning process, and that each setback offers valuable insights and opportunities for growth. It means approaching challenges with a sense of resilience and determination, knowing that we have the ability to overcome obstacles and achieve our goals. To cultivate a mindset that embraces failure as feedback, start by reframing your internal dialogue around setbacks and mistakes. Instead of beating yourself up or engaging in negative self-talk, try to approach each failure with curiosity and a willingness to learn. Ask yourself what you can take away from the experience, what you would do differently next time, and how you can use the feedback to improve and grow. It can also be helpful to surround yourself with others who embrace a growth mindset and view failure as an opportunity for learning. Seek out mentors, colleagues, and friends who encourage you to take risks, learn from your mistakes, and bounce back from setbacks with resilience and determination. By surrounding yourself with a supportive network of people who share your values and beliefs, you can cultivate a more positive and growth-oriented mindset. Failure is not something to be feared or avoided, but rather an inevitable part of the learning process. By embracing failure as feedback and approaching setbacks with curiosity and self-compassion, we can cultivate a growth mindset that allows us to turn challenges into opportunities for growth and development. With each failure, we gain valuable insights and skills that can serve us well in all areas of life, from our personal relationships to our professional pursuits. Chapter 3. The Neuroscience of Growth. The human brain is a remarkable organ, capable of incredible feats of learning, adaptation, and growth. Recent advances in neuroscience have shed new light on the ways in which our brains respond to challenges, and how we can harness this knowledge to promote personal growth and development. By understanding the neuroscience behind the growth mindset, we can develop strategies for optimizing our brain's natural capacity for learning and adaptation. At the heart of the growth mindset is the concept of neuroplasticity, which refers to the brain's ability to reorganize and rewire itself in response to new experiences and challenges. For many years, scientists believed that the brain was a fixed and unchanging organ, with little capacity for growth or adaptation beyond childhood. However, recent research has shown that the brain remains plastic and malleable throughout our lives, with the ability to form new neural connections and reshape existing ones in response to learning and experience. This understanding of neuroplasticity has profound implications for personal growth and development. It suggests that our abilities and skills are not fixed or predetermined, but rather can be developed and enhanced through focused effort and practice. When we engage in challenging activities that push us beyond our current abilities, we stimulate the growth of new neural connections and strengthen existing ones, leading to improved performance and mastery over time. One key factor in promoting brain growth is the presence of novelty and challenge. When we encounter new and unfamiliar situations, our brains are forced to adapt and create new neural pathways to navigate the challenge. This process of adaptation and growth is often accompanied by feelings of discomfort or frustration, as our brains struggle to make sense of the new information and develop new strategies for success. However, it is precisely this discomfort and struggle that drives the growth and development of our neural networks. By embracing challenges and pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zones, we create the conditions necessary for optimal brain growth and adaptation. This is why a growth mindset is so critical for personal and professional development. It encourages us to seek out new challenges and persist in the face of difficulty, knowing that each setback is an opportunity for growth and learning. Of course, not all challenges are created equal when it comes to promoting brain growth. To optimize the brain's natural capacity for learning and adaptation, it is important to engage in activities that are both challenging and meaningful. This means seeking out experiences that push us beyond our current abilities, while also aligning with our values, interests, and goals. One effective way to promote brain growth is through the practice of deliberate practice, which involves setting specific, achievable goals and focusing on targeted skill development through repetition and feedback. By breaking down complex skills into smaller, more manageable components and practicing them repeatedly with attention and focus, we can stimulate the growth of new neural connections and develop mastery over time. Another important factor in promoting brain growth is the presence of a supportive and encouraging environment. When we feel supported and valued by others, we are more likely to take risks and embrace challenges, knowing that we have a safety net of support to fall back on. This is why surrounding ourselves with people who share our values and beliefs, and who encourage us to grow and develop, is so critical for personal and professional success. The neuroscience of growth also highlights the importance of rest and recovery in the learning process. While it may be tempting to push ourselves to the limit in pursuit of growth and development, the brain requires periods of rest and relaxation to consolidate new learning and repair neural networks. This means taking breaks, getting enough sleep, and engaging in activities that promote relaxation and stress reduction, such as meditation, exercise, or spending time in nature. By understanding the neuroscience behind the growth mindset, we can develop strategies for optimizing our brain's natural capacity for learning and adaptation. Whether it's seeking out new challenges, engaging in deliberate practice, surrounding ourselves with supportive people, or prioritizing rest and recovery, there are many ways to promote brain growth and development throughout our lives. The growth mindset is not just a philosophical concept, but a scientific reality grounded in the principles of neuroplasticity and brain development. By embracing challenges, persisting in the face of setbacks, and continuously pushing ourselves to learn and grow, we can harness the incredible power of our brains to achieve our full potential and live our best lives. Chapter 4. Setting Smart Goals. Goal setting is a powerful tool for personal and professional growth. But not all goals are created equal. To truly harness the power of goal setting, it's essential to set goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. In other words, SMART goals. By adopting the SMART goal framework, you can transform your dreams and aspirations into concrete, actionable plans that drive real progress and achievement. The first component of a SMART goal is specificity. Vague or ambiguous goals, such as be successful or get in shape, are unlikely to lead to meaningful progress because they lack clarity and direction. Instead, aim to set goals that are clear, concise, and well-defined. For example, instead of setting a goal to get in shape, set a specific goal to run a 5K race in under 30 minutes within the next 6 months. By clearly defining your goal, you create a roadmap for success that guides your efforts and keeps you focused on what matters most. Measurability is another critical component of effective goal setting. Without a way to measure progress, it's difficult to know whether you're on track to achieve your goals or need to course correct along the way. When setting goals, identify specific metrics or milestones that you can use to track your progress and evaluate your success. For example, if your goal is to increase your savings, set a specific target amount and track your progress regularly to ensure you're staying on track. Achievability is perhaps the most challenging aspect of goal setting, as it requires a delicate balance between ambition and realism. Setting goals that are too easy can lead to complacency and lack of growth, while setting goals that are too difficult can lead to frustration and burnout. When setting goals, be honest with yourself about your current skills, resources, and limitations, and aim to set goals that stretch you beyond your comfort zone while still being achievable with focused effort and perseverance. Relevance is another key consideration when setting goals. Not all goals are equally important or meaningful, and it's essential to prioritize goals that align with your values, passions, and long-term aspirations. Before setting a goal, ask yourself why it matters to you and how it fits into your larger vision for your life and career. By setting goals that are truly relevant and meaningful, you'll be more motivated to put in the effort required to achieve them. Finally, effective goals are time-bound, meaning they have a clear deadline or timeline for completion. Open-ended goals without a specific timeline are more likely to be put off or forgotten, while time-bound goals create a sense of urgency and accountability. When setting goals, be specific about when you plan to achieve them and break them down into smaller, more manageable milestones along the way. Once you've set a SMART goal, the next step is to create an action plan for achieving it. This involves breaking your larger goal down into smaller, more manageable steps and identifying the specific actions you need to take to make progress. For example, if your goal is to write a book, your action plan might include outlining your chapters, setting a daily writing goal, and seeking feedback from beta readers along the way. Tracking your progress is another essential component of successful goal achievement. Regularly monitoring your progress helps you stay motivated, identify areas where you need to make adjustments, and celebrate your successes along the way. Consider using a goal tracking app or spreadsheet to monitor your progress and hold yourself accountable. It's also important to be flexible and adaptable in your approach to goal setting. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks and obstacles are inevitable. When faced with challenges or unexpected roadblocks, don't be afraid to reassess your goals and make adjustments as needed. Remember, the path to success is rarely a straight line, and the ability to pivot and adapt is a key component of a growth mindset. Celebrating your successes is another critical aspect of effective goal setting. When you achieve a milestone or reach a goal, take the time to acknowledge and celebrate your accomplishment. This not only feels good in the moment, but also helps to reinforce your motivation and commitment to your larger goals. Consider sharing your successes with others or rewarding yourself in small ways to keep your momentum going. By adopting the SMART goal framework and creating a clear action plan for success, you can harness the power of goal setting to drive personal and professional growth. Remember, the key to successful goal achievement is not just setting the right goals, but also staying focused, tracking your progress, and celebrating your successes along the way. With a growth mindset and a commitment to continuous improvement, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Chapter 5. The Power of Yet. The language we use to describe our abilities and challenges has a profound impact on our mindset and potential for growth. When we say things like, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good at that," we limit ourselves and reinforce a fixed mindset that sees our abilities as static and unchangeable. However, by simply adding the word "yet" to these statements, we open up a world of possibility and potential for growth. The power of yet lies in its ability to reframe challenges and setbacks as temporary and surmountable. When we say, "I can't do this yet," we acknowledge that our current abilities may be limited. But we also recognize that growth and improvement are possible with effort and perseverance. This small shift in language can have a big impact on our motivation and willingness to take on new challenges. Research has shown that the way we talk to ourselves and others about our abilities can shape our beliefs and behaviors in powerful ways. In one study, students who were praised for their effort and progress were more likely to embrace challenges and persist in the face of setbacks, while those who were praised for their intelligence were more likely to avoid challenges and give up when things got difficult. By emphasizing the potential for growth and improvement, we can cultivate a mindset that is more resilient and adaptable in the face of challenges. The power of yet is particularly relevant in the face of setbacks and failures. When we experience a setback, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism and negative self-talk. We may tell ourselves that we're not good enough, that we'll never succeed, or that we should just give up. However, by reframing these setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning, we can maintain our motivation and persist in the face of difficulty. One way to cultivate the power of yet is to practice self-talk that emphasizes growth and progress. Instead of saying, "I'm not good at math," try saying, "I'm not good at math yet, but I'm working on improving my skills." Instead of saying, "I failed at that project," try saying, "I haven't succeeded at that project yet, but I'm learning from my mistakes and will do better next time." By consistently framing our challenges and setbacks in terms of growth and progress, we can train our minds to embrace a growth mindset. Another way to harness the power of yet is to set goals that emphasize progress and improvement over perfection. Instead of setting a goal to be the best at X, try setting a goal to improve my skills in X by Y% over the next Z months. By focusing on progress and improvement, we can maintain our motivation and avoid the trap of perfectionism that can lead to frustration and burnout. Cultivating patience and persistence is another key aspect of the power of yet. Growth and improvement often take time, and it's easy to get discouraged when we don't see immediate results. However, by maintaining a long-term perspective and focusing on incremental progress, we can stay motivated and persistent in the face of challenges. This may involve breaking larger goals down into smaller, more manageable steps and celebrating small wins along the way. The benefits of delayed gratification are another important aspect of the power of yet. In a famous study known as the marshmallow test, children were given the choice between receiving one marshmallow immediately or waiting 15 minutes and receiving 2 marshmallows. The researchers found that the children who were able to delay gratification and wait for the second marshmallow went on to have better academic and social outcomes later in life. By cultivating the ability to delay gratification and focus on long-term goals, we can develop the patience and persistence needed for sustained growth and success. Of course, cultivating the power of yet is not always easy, especially in a culture that often emphasizes immediate results and quick fixes. It requires a willingness to embrace discomfort and uncertainty, to take risks and learn from mistakes, and to maintain a long-term perspective in the face of short-term setbacks. However, by consistently framing our challenges and abilities in terms of growth and potential, We can develop a more resilient and adaptable mindset that serves us well in all areas of life. The power of yet is a simple but profound idea that has the potential to transform the way we think about ourselves and our abilities. By shifting our language and mindset from fixed to growth-oriented, we open up a world of possibility and potential for personal and professional development. Whether it's through self-talk, goal setting, or cultivating patience and persistence, there are many ways to harness the power of yet and unlock our full potential for growth and success. Chapter 6. Cultivating Resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to adapt to change, and to persist in the face of challenges. It is a critical component of a growth mindset, as it allows us to view setbacks and failures as opportunities for learning and growth, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. By cultivating resilience, we can develop the mental and emotional strength needed to overcome even the toughest challenges and achieve our goals. Resilience is not a fixed trait, but rather a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. Like a muscle, resilience grows stronger with regular exercise and practice. This means that we can all improve our resilience, regardless of our starting point or past experiences. The key is to approach challenges with a growth mindset, to view setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth, and to persist in the face of adversity. One of the most important strategies for building resilience is to develop a strong sense of purpose and meaning in life. When we have a clear sense of what matters most to us and why, we are more likely to persist in the face of challenges and to find the motivation and inspiration needed to keep going. This may involve reflecting on our values, setting meaningful goals, and connecting with others who share our passions and aspirations. Another key strategy for building resilience is to cultivate a strong support network of friends, family, and colleagues who can provide emotional support, practical assistance, and encouragement when we need it most. Surrounding ourselves with positive, supportive people can help us maintain a growth mindset and persist in the face of challenges. It can also provide a valuable source of perspective and advice when we are struggling to find our way. Developing effective coping strategies is another important aspect of cultivating resilience. This may involve learning to manage stress through techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or exercise, or finding healthy ways to process and express emotions such as journaling, art, or music. It may also involve developing a toolkit of positive self-talk and affirmations that we can use to reframe negative thoughts and maintain a growth mindset in the face of adversity. Cultivating a sense of gratitude and appreciation is another powerful strategy for building resilience. When we focus on the things we are thankful for, no matter how small, we shift our attention away from our challenges and toward the positive aspects of our lives. This can help us maintain a more optimistic and resilient outlook, even in the face of significant adversity. Keeping a gratitude journal, sharing appreciation with others, or simply taking time each day to reflect on the good things in our lives can all be effective ways to cultivate gratitude and build resilience. Learning to reframe adversity as an opportunity for growth and learning is another key aspect of cultivating resilience. When we encounter setbacks or challenges, it can be easy to fall into a victim mentality or to blame ourselves or others for our difficulties. However, by reframing these experiences as opportunities for growth and learning, we can maintain a more positive and proactive outlook. This may involve asking ourselves questions such as, "What can I learn from this experience?" Or, "How can I use this challenge to become stronger, wiser, or more resilient?" Developing a growth mindset is perhaps the most important strategy for cultivating resilience. When we approach challenges with the belief that we can learn, grow, and improve, we are more likely to persist in the face of adversity and to find creative solutions to even the toughest problems. This may involve embracing discomfort and uncertainty, taking calculated risks, and learning from our mistakes and failures. It may also involve seeking out new challenges and opportunities for growth, even when we feel afraid or unsure. Resilience is not about avoiding or denying the reality of adversity and challenges, but rather about developing the mental and emotional strength needed to face them head-on and to emerge stronger and wiser on the other side. By cultivating a growth mindset, developing effective coping strategies, building a strong support network, practicing gratitude, and reframing adversity as an opportunity for growth and learning, we can all develop the resilience needed to thrive in the face of even the toughest challenges. Chapter 7. The Role of Effort and Practice. The idea that success is solely determined by innate talent or intelligence is a pervasive myth that can hold us back from reaching our full potential. While natural abilities certainly play a role in our achievements, the truth is that effort and practice are far more important factors in determining our success. By understanding the critical role that effort and practice play in skill development and personal growth, we can cultivate a growth mindset that allows us to achieve our goals and reach new heights of success. The idea that talent alone is sufficient for success is a seductive one, particularly in a culture that often celebrates the achievements of seemingly gifted individuals. We hear stories of prodigies and overnight successes, and it can be tempting to believe that these individuals were simply born with extraordinary abilities that set them apart from the rest of us. However, the reality is that even the most talented individuals must put in countless hours of hard work and practice to achieve mastery in their chosen fields. Consider the example of a world-class athlete or musician. While these individuals may possess certain natural advantages, such as physical strength or musical aptitude, their success is ultimately the result of years of dedicated practice and training. They spend countless hours honing their skills, pushing themselves to their limits, and constantly striving to improve. They face setbacks and failures along the way, but they persist in their efforts, knowing that each challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. The same is true for any skill or ability we wish to develop, whether it's learning a new language, mastering a musical instrument, or developing leadership skills. The key to success lies not in our innate talents or abilities, but in our willingness to put in the time and effort required to practice and improve. This means setting aside regular time for deliberate practice, breaking down complex skills into smaller, more manageable components, and constantly seeking feedback and guidance from others. Deliberate practice is a specific approach to skill development that involves setting clear goals, focusing on targeted areas for improvement, and pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zones. It requires us to be intentional and strategic in our efforts, rather than simply going through the motions or practicing aimlessly. By engaging in deliberate practice regularly, we can accelerate our skill development and achieve mastery more quickly and efficiently. Of course, the path to mastery is not always a smooth or easy one. It requires us to embrace challenges and push ourselves beyond our current abilities, even when it feels uncomfortable or difficult. This can be a daunting prospect, particularly for those of us who are used to avoiding discomfort or playing it safe. However, by reframing challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, we can develop the resilience and perseverance needed to keep going, even when the going gets tough. This is where a growth mindset becomes particularly important. When we believe that our abilities are fixed and unchangeable, we are more likely to avoid challenges and give up in the face of setbacks. However, when we understand that our abilities can be developed and improved through effort and practice, we are more likely to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and to persist in the face of adversity. We recognize that setbacks and failures are simply part of the learning process, and we use them as valuable feedback to guide our future efforts. Developing a growth mindset around effort and practice can also help us to cultivate a love of learning and a sense of intrinsic motivation. When we focus solely on external rewards or outcomes, such as grades or accolades, we can quickly become discouraged or burnt out. However, when we approach skill development with a sense of curiosity and a desire to learn and improve, we are more likely to find joy and fulfillment in the process itself. We recognize that the journey of growth and self-improvement is its own reward. and we are motivated to keep pushing ourselves to new heights. Of course, cultivating a growth mindset around effort and practice is not always easy, particularly in a culture that often values natural talent over hard work. It requires us to challenge our own assumptions and beliefs about what is possible, and to be willing to put in the time and effort required to achieve our goals. However, by understanding the critical role that effort and practice play in skill development and personal growth, we can develop the mindset and habits needed to unlock our full potential and achieve success on our own terms. Chapter 8. Surrounding yourself with growth. The people we surround ourselves with have a profound impact on our mindset, beliefs, and behaviors. Whether we realize it or not, we are constantly influenced by the attitudes, values, and actions of those around us. This is why surrounding ourselves with individuals who embody a growth mindset is so critical for our own personal and professional development. By seeking out mentors, role models, and supportive peers, we can create an environment that nurtures our own growth and helps us to achieve our full potential. The impact of our environment on our mindset cannot be overstated. When we are surrounded by individuals who have a fixed mindset, who believe that abilities are innate and unchangeable, we are more likely to adopt these same limiting beliefs ourselves. We may feel discouraged from taking risks or trying new things, believing that we are not capable of growth or improvement. On the other hand, when we are surrounded by individuals who embody a growth mindset, who believe that abilities can be developed through effort and practice, we are more likely to adopt these same empowering beliefs ourselves. This is why seeking out mentors and role models who embody a growth mindset is so important. These individuals can provide guidance, support, and inspiration as we navigate our own journey of personal and professional growth. They can share their own experiences and insights, offer feedback and encouragement, and help us to see possibilities and opportunities that we may not have considered on our own. Of course, finding the right mentors and role models is not always easy. It requires us to be proactive in seeking out individuals who align with our values and goals, and who have achieved the kind of success and growth that we aspire to. This may involve reaching out to individuals in our field or industry, attending networking events or conferences, or seeking out online communities and resources. When seeking out mentors and role models, it's important to look for individuals who not only have achieved success in their own right, but who also embody the kind of growth mindset and values that we wish to cultivate in ourselves. This may include individuals who are lifelong learners, who actively seek out new challenges and opportunities for growth, and who approach setbacks and failures as opportunities for learning and improvement. In addition to seeking out mentors and role models, creating a supportive network of peers and colleagues who share our values and goals is also critical for our own growth and development. When we surround ourselves with individuals who are committed to their own personal and professional growth, we create an environment that is conducive to our own learning and development. We can share ideas and insights, offer support and encouragement, and hold each other accountable to our goals and aspirations. Creating a supportive network of peers and colleagues may involve joining professional organizations or groups, attending workshops or training programs, or simply reaching out to individuals in our own workplace or community who share our values and goals. The key is to be proactive in seeking out these connections and building relationships that can support our own growth and development over time. Of course, surrounding ourselves with individuals who embody a growth mindset is not always easy, particularly if we find ourselves in environments or relationships that are not conducive to our own learning and development. In these cases, it may be necessary to make difficult decisions or changes in order to prioritize our own growth and well-being. This may involve setting boundaries with individuals who are negative or toxic, seeking out new opportunities or environments that align with our values and goals, or simply being more intentional about the kind of influences and relationships we allow into our lives. While these changes can be challenging in the short term, they are often necessary for our own long-term growth and success. Surrounding ourselves with individuals who embody a growth mindset is a powerful way to accelerate our own learning and development. By seeking out mentors, role models, and supportive peers who share our values and goals, we create an environment that nurtures our own growth and helps us to achieve our full potential. While building these relationships and networks takes time and effort, the rewards are well worth it, not only for our own personal and professional growth, but for the positive impact we can have on those around us as well. Chapter 9. Lifelong Learning and Continuous Improvement. The pursuit of personal and professional growth is not a one-time event or a finite journey with a clear endpoint. Rather, it is an ongoing process of lifelong learning and continuous improvement that requires a sustained commitment to curiosity, self-reflection, and action. By embracing a mindset of continuous growth and development, we open ourselves up to a world of endless possibilities and opportunities for personal and professional fulfillment. The importance of curiosity and lifelong learning cannot be overstated in today's rapidly changing world. With new technologies, innovations, and challenges emerging at an unprecedented pace, the ability to adapt and learn new skills and knowledge is more critical than ever before. Those who are able to embrace a mindset of continuous learning and growth are better equipped to navigate these changes and to seize new opportunities as they arise. Cultivating a sense of curiosity and wonder is key to lifelong learning and growth. When we approach the world with a sense of openness and a desire to learn and explore, we are more likely to seek out new experiences, ideas, and perspectives that can expand our horizons and deepen our understanding. This may involve reading widely, attending workshops or conferences, seeking out new challenges or opportunities, or simply engaging in conversations with individuals from diverse backgrounds and experiences. Of course, lifelong learning and growth require more than just a sense of curiosity and wonder. They also require a willingness to step outside of our comfort zones and to embrace new challenges and experiences that may be unfamiliar or uncomfortable at first. This can be a daunting prospect for many of us, particularly if we have become accustomed to staying within the confines of what we already know and do well. However, it is precisely through these new challenges and experiences that we are able to grow and develop in meaningful ways. By pushing ourselves to try new things, to take on new roles and responsibilities, and to explore new ideas and perspectives, we expand our capabilities and develop new skills and knowledge that can serve us well in all areas of our lives. Developing a toolkit of strategies for continuous self-improvement is another critical component of lifelong learning and growth. This may involve setting clear goals and action plans, seeking out feedback and guidance from others, engaging in regular self-reflection and self-assessment, and continuously refining and adapting our approaches based on what we learn along the way. One particularly effective strategy for continuous self-improvement is to adopt a practice of deliberate practice, as discussed in Chapter 7. By setting aside dedicated time and effort to focus on specific skills or areas for improvement, and by consistently pushing ourselves to stretch beyond our current capabilities, we can accelerate our learning and growth in powerful ways. Another key strategy for continuous self-improvement is to seek out a diverse range of experiences and perspectives that can broaden our horizons and challenge our assumptions. This may involve traveling to new places, engaging with individuals from different cultures or backgrounds, or exploring new fields or disciplines that are outside of our usual areas of expertise. By actively seeking out these diverse experiences and perspectives, we can develop a more well-rounded and adaptable mindset that is better equipped to navigate the complexities and challenges of the modern world. We can also develop a greater sense of empathy, understanding, and connection with others, which can be invaluable in both our personal and professional lives. Of course, embracing change and adapting to new challenges is not always easy, particularly if we have become accustomed to a certain way of doing things, or if we are facing significant obstacles or setbacks along the way. However, it is precisely through these challenges and setbacks that we have the greatest opportunities for growth and development. By approaching change and challenges with a growth mindset, and by viewing them as opportunities for learning and improvement rather than as threats or obstacles, we can develop the resilience and adaptability needed to thrive in an ever-changing world. We can also cultivate a greater sense of purpose and meaning in our lives as we actively seek out new opportunities to learn, grow, and make a positive impact on the world around us. Lifelong learning and continuous improvement are not just noble aspirations or ideals, they are essential practices for anyone who wishes to thrive and succeed in today's rapidly changing world. By embracing a mindset of continuous growth and development, seeking out new challenges and experiences, and developing a toolkit of strategies for self-improvement, we can unlock our full potential and achieve a greater sense of personal and professional fulfillment over the course of our lives.